Just a little bit about your background, who you are, and how you got involved, and then go right into Gearbox. That would be great. So Tyler, I just want to turn it over to you.
Absolutely. I don't know, it's not letting me turn my camera on here, so, but I'll start talking either way. To get started and give a little background on myself, I've been in the network marketing space for almost 8 years now, and in the trading.
Hey, T-Mac, real quick, try it now. I see your settings were just changed. See if you could share your camera now. I want to see your beautiful face. There you go.
All right, we're good to go. So like I said, give some background into myself. I've been in the network marketing space now for about 8 years full time, and in the trading space for about 6 years. And about 3 years ago, I got introduced to expert advisor trading, and I became a little bit obsessed with it. I started studying different expert advisors, started understanding all their functionalities, how different ones operated in different market conditions, where they failed, where they thrived. And I really started taking, what most people do. They look for the best in things and they go, okay, this is what I love. And then they go, and this is what I hate. And I kind of just compiled that data for, years from looking at different things and said, I want to go create my own money. Or not my own money, my own product to manage my money. And the reason for that was I saw tons of these other products, and a lot of the times I was relying on other people. And I wanted to take everything I saw that I loved and put it into one thing. And that's what really brought us here and, brought this entire vision together for a marketplace in Avoria Prime. We said we need to diversify. We need to offer more products. We can't be relying on one developer or one development team. We need to have diversification within everything we're doing. And that's the only thing that makes sense. And that's what's really built this entire vision behind the marketplace, and what got me so excited, because we have some phenomenal products you're all going to hear about today, as well as many more in the works and testing, and tons more to come from Avoria Prime. But to get started, I'm going to be showcasing today a product that, I've led development on, and something that's been, a lot of my brainchild and my baby the past, I'd say, it originated from a manual trading strategy of mine about a year and a half ago into about, I'd say, 8 months ago, starting to develop, test, and advance it into its own expert advisor. And through that time, we've just continued to add new iterations, new features, more risk management control, just really creating something that I think can work on a very tiny amount of money, as well as can work on huge capital. And I know in our network marketing model, we're always looking to find things that can work on smaller capital, because not everyone out there has a lot of money, and that's just the statistics. So we want to be able to help people that they don't have access to a lot of capital, but they're looking to learn, they're looking to grow their capital, they're looking to learn how to trade. And really, that was my entire goal here with the Gearbox software. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by just getting into some Myfxbooks on some results since the latest versions we started running in May with all the new features and iterations, and show a few live accounts we have running here. So if you guys can see my screen all right, I'm going to go into a few of these and explain, what's impressive about them, how each one of these accounts is ran. Each one of these is a different strategy, just a little bit. So to start off, here is first a $40,000 live account that I've been running since August 3rd when we started this account. And
real quick, I just want to interject. I'm looking at our attendance, and our call is continuing to grow. We have new people that have joined us even just in the last few minutes.
Okay.
Let me just say real quick, guys, what you're looking at is a real account where we have a technology product that Tyler's been a key figure in developing this, where people are using this to make consistent profits in Forex. Now, very, very critical to know that we started this presentation with a risk disclaimer, okay, that profits are not guaranteed. This is not automatic trading. What you're looking at is a technology that we created to be compliant in the United States and in other markets that require manual approval. But it's been getting used by our beta testers. This is real data. It's substantiated. It's not manipulated to get these types of results. So I just want to remind people, Tyler, of the risk associated with this. Forex is very risky. Obviously, we're doing this presentation because we believe that we've cracked the code in developing a technology that can help the masses if they learn how to use this effectively. But you always need to understand that there's a risk and that no future profits are guaranteed, even though we're showing real accounts where profit is being made consistently. Just wanted to remind with all the new people jumping on.
Thank you, Sal. And yes, it's very important that we do read those risk disclaimers and that everybody does understand that, yes, Forex trading is risky. And that's what's so powerful about these softwares is you have full control of your entire experience and how you trade. Now, to get into it here, this account, what's so impressive to me is, and for any of you who are familiar with Forex or you understand Forex, or maybe you've used an expert advisor, or if you're brand new, it is not just low drawdown that is experienced. I would say it's low exposure. And what does low exposure mean? Well, you can see that this account with this specific strategy, it's being ran on it. I call this the sniper strategy. The sniper strategy has only taken 39 trades. And of those 39 trades, it's won 36 out of 39 of them. And it's only traded 17.2 lots on a 40K account to get a 22% plus return. Now, for those of you who understand Forex, you're going to understand that is low lot exposure with high profitability and low drawdown and high profit potential. Now, I have a few different strategies. We have our swing strategy and our sniper strategy, and then there's two different take profit models. So not too complex. There is also a sniper strategy or super sniper strategy for smaller accounts, which I will showcase in a bit. But to also showcase a few more of these accounts here. This is also a $10,000 live swing account I've been running. And this account took its first trade August 3rd as well. It was funded May 20th. I didn't set it up till August 3rd. But you can see as well in this time, this account has been doing amazing. Now, the first few weeks you see here, I actually was running a much smaller lot size. I was running 0.01 per 3,000. I've since gone to the model of 0.01 per 1,000. And that's what you see here. So it was ran extra conservatively for the first few weeks on this account because I was testing swing, and I know swing has earlier entries. Again, if this sounds foreign to you, it's really not that complex and you'll begin to understand it very quickly. This is another account I've been running. This is a $2,000 sniper account. Now, this account I would consider to be more aggressive. Why is that? Not because I increased the lot size, but I increased the maximum amount of pairs allowed to be traded at once. So there's a setting within the Gearbox software where you can scan 24, however many pairs you want to, 7, 24, for proper entries, but you can limit the maximum allowed to actually be executed at the same time. On this account, I raised it from 3 max pairs trading to 6 max pairs trading. And in this time, as you can see, and I also had this account off for most of July, pretty much all of July, and it only ran a week and a half out of August, as this is when I was making many updates to the strategy and the software. But you can see, again, this account still is up 55% in that period. To get into showing another account here, this is a $1,500 account. Actually, this one's in euros. But this account as well, same setup. It's running 6 max pairs trading at once, a little more aggressive, but this one's running swing instead of sniper. The one you saw before was running swing or sniper with 6 pairs. This one's running swing mode with 6 pairs trading at once, and it's up 33% in that same time period. And then I'll show you another account. I ran it for 1 month. I turned it off as I was continuing to update strategies, but this is a sniper I ran on a 10K account. And August 4th to September 4th, you can see here we did 11%. And what was so impressive, again, was the drawdown with the sniper mode and also, keeping your max pairs trading there. And also low lot exposure. It did 11% on this 10K account, only trading 1.69 lots. So for those of you who understand a lot of that, it's super impressive. Now, where did this all come from? There was a lot of data, a lot of really just kind of seeing where the proper entries were. So what we did is we ran this strategy where it was running 25 different currency pairs for almost a year. And this is how many times it hit each single gear. And then we went and said, okay, well, what if you could skip all these entries or skip all these entries and only enter when you're very highly probable of catching a reversal in the market or catching a swing trade or, just a good entry. And then we started working from there. And I'm going to go ahead and actually pull up this up. I got to switch which screen I'm sharing with you guys. Give me a second here. Okay. So to show you, this is the actual software in itself. So I'm going to go through it and show you just a few accounts this week that, these are some of the Myfxbooks you saw. Here's that swing account this week that did 2.5%. This account this week is this is a $250 account we started. It's been running. It's, been running for about a month. I was running one max pairs trading. I recently just switched the strategy today to actually change that a little bit. But, it's been doing great, and it's ran for 2 months on small capital. This is as well an account that did 5% this week. This is a 3,000 euro account now. This is a live 10,000 plus account. Now it's $12,000. It did 7% just this week in trades. Here's a 500 euro, now 600 euro account that is up 1.74% this week. And then this is the larger account that right now auto trading is turned off on that did 2.23% this week. Now to explain a little bit about the settings real quick, and then I'm going to pass it on. Gearbox is very advanced in what it does because you can really choose where you want to enter a trade on any currency pair, meaning that if you understand data behind US 30 or gold, it could even work there. I've focused really on the majors and minors and perfecting that, but it's entirely customizable to where really all you need to understand is the average true range of really any currency pair and where it's most likely to catch a reversal or a retracement in the market. And then you can really go and design your entry level or gear to enter at that specific time when that happens on any currency pair. So in this case, we're looking at AUD CAD, and I'm saying do not only enter trades above gear 2, which means it's waiting, almost over 150 pips typically before it's even going to take an entry with the settings I have here. And that's, it's very looking for, like I said, reversals and catching retracements in the market. And then you have a ton of different risk settings. You obviously have your actual stop running after max hit settings where you can, put, this is my max equity I want to risk close out trades. Now for me, I'm not a big fan of closing out trades. I'm a big fan of making the software manage the trades without taking any new positions. So we added some cool features in here, such as notifications of drawdown. You can go off a percent or absolute. In this case, you can see I have 10% drawdown, notify me. Second notification at 20%. And then I have another feature in here called protect initial deposit. So what does protect initial deposit do? This is such a cool feature. So let's say you put $10,000 in the software, $1,000, and it grows. And then let's say you take a bad trade, it hits a stop loss, and for some reason you went below your initial balance that you put into the software, it's going to entirely stop trading. It's called protect initial deposit. So if you ever went below that initial deposit you made into an account, it's going to stop trading if you have this feature on. And then I also have balance protection mode, where this works off a percent, where if you get into a certain percent of drawdown, it's going to also stop trading entirely. And in this case, I have it set that if for any reason this account ever did get into a 25% drawdown, please don't take any new positions, only continue to manage the current positions that are open and modify and exit them as you can. And then you have all your other customizable settings. But to show you really quickly what I mean by being able to choose where you enter, I want to give you a visual. So even though you see there's only one trade open on this account here, if I actually am going to go into what I call the ghost gears here, it actually is taking trades in a notepad behind the scenes. So I'm going to go to the account number we have here, 1106325. Here we go. So even though you see that the only trade that is open was AUD CAD, let's say I went to AUD NZD, to go to the fake market ticket, you can see that there are trades open that it's running. It believes these trades are open, but they're not open on your actual account. They're open in a notepad. And then when it gets to the entry that you specified to enter in the real market, it's actually going to go ahead and take your trade. So based on the gears you said to enter, it'll go ahead and wait till those precise entries happen. And then how you limit yourself from getting into too many positions at once is, yeah, you can scan all of these currency pairs for the best entries, but let's say all of them had a perfect entry. You don't want to take it because you could potentially over leverage your account, margin call yourself, run into a bad day. And that's where the max pairs trading at any time setting comes in, because 10 of these pairs could have a perfect entry, but you don't want to enter them again. You want to enter 3 max. And then once one of those closes, it's going to then look at what the next highest gear is open in the notepad, and it's going to take that account or that trade right on your account in an instant. So just a very cool software to be able to constantly be scanning for the best entries, the best trades, without ever over leveraging yourself, putting yourself into a risky situation. You really have full control and anonymity of how you trade using the Gearbox strategy. And like I mentioned, it really can work on any currency pair. We have the data on all the majors and the minors, and the data to back that, the results to back that. But for those people wanting to play with indices and metals, I truly believe that we are going to find some amazing settings that work for those. And once we get all of this out and launched, I'm going to start focusing on also playing with many of those different currency pairs out there, such as the indices and the different metals, to be able to find settings and things that'll work with Gearbox with those different indices and metals. But with that being said, that is Gearbox. Super excited to get this product into all of your guys' hands, and super excited to get the rest of the products you're going to hear about today into all of your hands, because it's all about diversification. And if you don't have multiple EAs working for you, what are you doing? You need to be able to leverage multiple strategies, and that way, if one has a bad day one week, the other one had a great day, right? Or like Sal said, there is people that have been in different beta groups that have seen a great week one week on this software where they made way more than the other, and then the next week those roles were reversed. The next week that software made a smaller return and the other one made a bigger one. So diversification is everything. Really get excited about being able to use all of these different phenomenal high-end technologies that we have coming to the marketplace, and the many more to come after that. But with that being said, Chris, I'm going to throw it back to you.
All right. Thanks, Tyler. That was awesome. I mean, it's real exciting stuff.